Good morning student, welcome back to Gokuldas Public School structured based online classes. Okay, yesterday we read chapter number 2. We started our chapter number 2, food and health. What topic we have covered yesterday? All of you know about the importance of balanced diet. Where do we get food from? Okay, then what are nutrients? Okay, now first we will revise yesterday's portion. Okay, first, what are the aims of this chapter? You know, aims. What are the important points you have to learn in this chapter? Importance of balanced diet. Okay, importance of balanced diet. Then second point, importance of how food keep us fit and healthy. Okay, then protection. Third point is protection from common diseases. Okay, these are the aims of this chapter: protection from common diseases. Okay, these are the aims of this chapter. Now, first point, where do we get our food? Yes, you know the answers. We get our food from plants and animals. Then, how food keep us healthy and fit? Okay, you know, by taking a right amount, food keep us healthy and fit. Then next point, these are the aims of this chapter. Okay, then one quotation we have read about health is wealth. Okay, health is wealth. Okay, this quotation we have read in chapter. Then how to remain healthy means, if one should remain healthy, what he needs to do? First, to remain healthy, what he needs to do? We needs to take, all of you know, first balanced diet, a balanced diet. Okay, then he must do regular exercise. Then enough rest. Then protection from diseases. Okay, so to remain healthy, one should need to take a balanced diet. He needs to do regular exercise. Then he needs to take enough rest and protection from diseases. Now, I had explained you the term nutrients. Okay, what are nutrients? First we will revise yesterday work, then we will start today. Okay. What are nutrients? Anyone knows? Yes. Food contains some special substances are called nutrients. Okay. Food contains some special substances are called nutrients. You know the names of the nutrients: carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals, and small quantity of water and roughage. Okay. Nutrients means food containing some special substances are called nutrients. What are these nutrients? These are carbohydrates, fat, proteins, vitamins and minerals, and we need in small amount of roughage. Okay, and water also. Then no need to write anything, just listen and understand. Okay. Then definition of a balanced. I had already explained you what is a balanced diet. A diet that contains all the nutrients in a desired amount. Desired means in a right amount. This is called a balanced diet. A diet that contains all the essential nutrients in the right amount is called a balanced diet. Okay, you have to learn this definition. What is a balanced diet? The diet that contains all the essential nutrients in the right amount is called a balanced diet. Now, as you know what are nutrients, okay, you know the definition of nutrients. Now we will discuss about each and every nutrients. Okay. First one, how do nutrients help us? Okay. First one is carbohydrates. What about carbohydrate? It is also known as energy giving food. It is also known as energy giving food. Okay. It provides us energy to work and play. Okay. It provides us energy to work and play. Okay. Then what are the sources of carbohydrate? You know, sources of carbohydrate means food item which contain carbohydrate like rice, sugar, wheat, banana. Okay. Then second one, fats. Okay. Second one is fat. It is also known as energy giving food. Fat provides more energy than carbohydrate. Fat gives us more energy than carbohydrate. Now, it keeps our body warm. Keeps our body warm. Okay. Then, what are the sources of fat? Examples: ghee, oil, butter. Okay, these are the examples of fat. Then third one, is proteins. Proteins means it is also known as bodybuilding food. It is also known as body building food. Okay. It helps our body to grow. It helps our body to grow. Okay, children, you are in growing stage, so you should have to take diet rich in proteins. Okay, examples of proteins are pulses, egg, meat, milk. Okay, these are the sources of protein. So, children, you are in growing stage, you should take a diet rich in proteins, and they also help in repairing. They also help in repairing worn out cells and tissues. Okay. Then next one, vitamins and minerals. Fourth one, vitamins and minerals. Okay. It is also known as protective food. Protective food means they protect us from diseases. Okay. They also help us to protect us from diseases, to remain healthy and healthy and fit. Okay, up to this you have understand this chapter. Now today we will start with roughage. Okay, dear student, take out your book, page number 22. Book, page number 22. Okay. Okay. All of you open your book, page number 22. Roughage. Food that we get from plants contain fiber, which is also known as roughage. What do you mean by roughage? Underline this line. Food that we get from plants contains fiber, which is also known as roughage. It helps the body to get rid of undigested food. Green leafy vegetables contains roughage. These basically have no nutritive value. Roughage is neither digested nor absorbed, but it helps to carry the food through our system and keeps it running smoothly. Okay. Roughage means food that we get from plants contains fibers. Is known as roughage. Okay, underline this line. Food that we get from plants contain fiber, which is known as roughage. Okay, what roughage helps us to do? It helps the body to get rid of undigested food. Okay, undigested food means you have to take a small quantity of salad in your food. Salad contains good quantity of fiber. Okay, like cucumber, radish, carrot. Okay, food that we get from plants contains fibers is known as roughage. It helps the body to get rid of undigested food. And in green leafy vegetables contain green leafy vegetables mainly contain good quantity of roughage. Okay. Then water. Dear student, read with me about water. Our body also needs water to maintain its body temperature, to digest food, to get rid of waste. So we should drink at least 6 to 8 glasses of water every day. Different people have different nutrient requirement depending upon age, gender and the nature of work they do. A young person doing manual work requires more nutrients than an old lady who generally stays indoors. Okay, about water, one should require 6 to 8 glass of water every day. Why we have to drink 6 to 8 glass of water every day? Because it maintains our body temperature, it helps in digestion of food, then it helps to get rid of waste. So about water, you have to keep in mind, daily you have to drink at least 6 to 8 glasses of water every day. Okay. About water. About 6 to 8 glasses of water about 6 to 8 glasses of water you have to drink daily. Okay. What are the important point about water? Why we have to drink 6 to 8 glasses of water? First, water controls our body temperature. Water controls water helps in maintaining body temperature. Then second, it helps in digestion of food. Second point, water helps in digestion of food. And third, to get rid of waste easily. Okay. How much water you have to drink daily? 6 to 8 glasses of water. Why? Because water helps in maintaining the body temperature. Then second, help in digestion of food. And third one, to get rid of waste easily. Okay. Here one sentence is written, different people have different nutrients requirement depending upon age, gender and the nature of the work they do. Means different people require different nutrients. Okay. Different nutrient. On what factor it depends? On depending on age, depending upon their age, gender means male or female, according to their gender, and the nature of the work they do. Means what type of work they are doing, according to that work they are requiring nutrients. And the nature of work they do. Okay. Different peoples require different nutrients. Means upon depending upon their age. Okay. Small child need different nutrients. Bigger child need different nutrients. Okay. According to the gender, male or female. Okay. Require different types of nutrients in their diet and the nature of the work. Okay. Then open your book page number 23. Exercise and rest. What is the heading? Exercise. All of you know this. Exercise and rest. In addition to eating a balanced diet, it is also important to exercise regularly. If we are taking proper balanced diet, but after this we have to do some exercise also and take enough rest. Regular exercise helps to develop and tone up our muscles. If we are doing regular exercise, then it helps in our toning up our muscles. Okay. Exercise increases the flow of blood to the muscles. If we are doing exercise, it increases the flow of blood to the muscles and keep us fit and healthy. Running, jogging, playing and swimming are different kinds of exercise. Okay. If we are taking proper balanced diet, we have to do regular exercise also. Why? It keeps us healthy and fit. Then it helps in toning up our muscles also. Exercise increase the flow of blood to the muscles and keep us fit and healthy. So there are different types of exercise like running, jogging, swimming, okay, playing. These are the different types of exercise, different kinds of exercise. Proper rest and sleep relax our body muscles after work. Okay, if we are doing exercise, then we have to take rest also. Then it keeps our body muscles relaxed. Then we are fresh and again ready to work with more efficiency. A normal person need to have sleep to regain his or her energy back for working efficiently. Okay, a normal person need to have sleep, है ना. ऐसा नहीं है कि दिन भर आपको काम ही करते रहना है. आपको काम करने के बाद थोड़ी देर सोना भी ज़रूरी है ताकि हम वही एनर्जी के साथ दोबारा हम अपना काम शुरू कर सकें. स्मॉल चिल्ड्रन एंड एल्डरली पीपल नीड मोर रेस्ट एंड स्लीप एज कम्पेयर टू यंग पीपल. आपने देखा होगा छोटे बच्चे और जो हमारे घर के बड़े लोग हैं उनको ज़्यादा रेस्ट और स्लीप की ज़रूरत होती है. Then about exercise and rest. What are the different kinds of exercise? Running, jogging, playing, swimming. Okay. Etc. These are the different kinds of exercise. Why do we have to do exercise? It helps to tone up our muscles, then it helps to increase the flow of muscles, increase the flow of blood to muscles, and keep us fit. Fit and healthy. Okay, different kinds of exercise: running, jogging, playing, swimming. Okay, then why we have to do exercise regularly? Because it helps to tone up our muscles, then it helps to increase the flow of blood to the muscles and keep us fit and healthy. Then about diseases. Dear student, pay attention in your book about the topic diseases. What is disease? Okay, disease is a condition when our body does not function properly. है ना, जब आपको ऐसा लगता है कि हमें अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, हमारी बॉडी प्रॉपर फंक्शन नहीं कर रही है, तो वो क्या सिम्टम है? एक डिसीज का सिम्टम है. डिसीज इज अ कंडीशन व्हेन आवर बॉडी डज नॉट फंक्शन प्रॉपरली. अ पर्सन सफरिंग फ्रॉम एनी डिसीज बिकम वीक एंड फील्स सिक. है ना, अगर किसी को थोड़ा सा भी ऐसे वीकनेस लगता है, अ पर्सन इज सफरिंग फ्रॉम एनी डिसीज, अगर किसी को कोई सी भी डिसीज होती है तो वो कैसा फील करता है? सिक, कमज़ोर महसूस करता है, वीक महसूस करता है. Diseases occur due to many reasons. Some diseases are caused when a particular part of the body stop functioning properly, and some are caused due to particular deficiency of particular minerals and vitamins in the body. First you have to underline this line. Disease is a condition when our body does not function properly. Disease is a condition when our body does not function properly. Okay, what is a disease? A disease is a condition when our body does not function properly. If disease happen, what we feel when disease? A person suffering from any disease. Okay, person suffering from any disease he becomes weak and feels sick. Okay, so what is a disease? A disease is a condition when our body does not function properly. A person suffering from any disease becomes weak and feels sick. Now, disease is caused due to two main reasons. First, is caused by mainly two reasons. What are the two reasons? First, if any body part, particular part of the body stop functioning properly, means if the particular part of the body stops functioning properly, or either second what, due to deficiency of particular vitamins and minerals in the body. or due to deficiency of particular vitamins and minerals in the body. Okay. Okay. So first, what is disease? A disease is a condition when the body doesn't function properly. Then if disease happen to any person, he become weak and feel sick. Then disease is caused by mainly two reasons. If the particular part of the body stop functioning properly. Then second, due to deficiency of vitamins and minerals in the body. Such diseases which are caused due to deficiency of vitamins and minerals are called deficiency disease. Okay. If the disease is caused due to deficiency of particular vitamins and minerals, they are known as deficiency diseases. Okay. If any minerals or vitamins is not in proper amount in your body, then deficiency disease will happen. Then diseases can be classified into two classes. Diseases is classified into two classes. Diseases can be commonly classified into two classes. First one is communicable disease, means that spread from one person to another. Okay. Second one is non-communicable disease, that do not spread from one person to another. Means there are two types of diseases: communicable diseases and non-communicable diseases. Okay. There are two types of diseases: communicable disease and non-communicable disease. Communicable disease means that can spread from one person to another. Okay. Means it can be spread from one person to another. But it cannot be spread from one person to another. Okay. It will not spread. Okay. So once again, what is disease? A disease is a condition when our body doesn't function properly. Then if a disease happen to any person, what he feels? He become weak and feel sick. Then disease are caused by two main reasons. Okay. First, if any part of the body doesn't function properly. Second, if there is any deficiency of any vitamins and minerals in our body. Then there are two types of diseases: communicable disease and non-communicable. Communicable diseases means that can spread from one person to another. Then non-communicable, that diseases, those are not spread from one person to another. Okay, they do not spread from one person to another. So dear student, we have completed till diseases. Okay, up to page number 23. You have to read this chapter once again. Today we will cover our topic roughage about water, exercise and rest. What is disease? There are two types of diseases. Okay, communicable disease and non-communicable disease. Dear student, you have to read this chapter at home once again. Thank you. Have a nice day. Okay. Take care of yourself. Goodbye. Stay home. Stay safe. Bye.